What's up, Shellheads? Welcome back tonight. It is a beautiful Tuesday evening. And just to let you know, we are here to talk about a couple things. We like to call them pre-orders. It's where you're not sure how broke you're going to be in the next coming months, but we're going to talk about this tonight. Welcome back, because this is Drinks and Toys.
I'm in danger.
What's up, guys? Welcome back. This is your boy, Shellhead Tony, on this beautiful Tuesday night. Swiggity swooty, here to please that booty. I'm here with Mr. Johnny 5. Johnny, how are you tonight?
Doing good. Salut, everyone. Welcome.
All right, salute. Awesome. Very good. And Wheezy, how are you, sir?
I'm doing good. I feel like we haven't done this in a couple weeks.
You know what? I was thinking about that when we were getting ready to jump on today. I'm like, man, I feel like it's been a while. I haven't seen my boys, dude. But Wheezy, as always, thank you so much for all the production values and everything you do for us, man. And go ahead and give yourself that shameless plug, man.
You weren't part of it last week when I did the shameless plug, but I'm putting Collector's Hideout on hold until we get this podcast 100%. Because there's just things we got to figure out first. I'm putting my attention on this before trying to do something else at the same time. So,
well, you know what, man, it's much appreciated, and we want to support Collector's Hideout. You know, Shellhead family is likes to incorporate everybody, man. So you're obviously part of the Shellhead family, man, and whatever we got to do to help you be successful. Of course, you're successful, we're successful, and vice versa. That's awesome, man. We appreciate that. Johnny, man, you got a lot in your hat to be shelling out there, no pun intended. So go for it, man. Give me those shameless plugs.
Of course, j5toys.com.
Free shipping.
And we got Grub Sport toy line coming out. First prototype is pretty much ready. So now we're just going to try to find a manufacturer to, engineer and then produce. So then once we got that sorted out, we'll work on the second figure, and then we'll go ahead and start doing wave 1. This we have coming up soon is going to be a live stream with Sir Dork and Zoic. We're going to be doing some giveaways. This is all for charity. So this is going to be for supporting Playtime for Patients. So for those of you guys that don't know, Playtime for Patients is a charity organization where we donate toys to kids in need, during the holiday season in hospitals and stuff like that. And I know there's a hospital that reached out to us in Ocala a while back. So they got hit pretty hard with this storm. So we're going to try to raise some money to also provide them with some basic supplies. So make sure that the kids this holiday season, they have gifts, and they're not going to be lacking in, other stuff as well. So we'll make sure they're well stocked with everyone's help, of course. For those of you guys listening and watching, if you're not able to donate, that's perfectly fine. At least share it. Get the word out so maybe other folks that are able to can donate. Every little bit counts. Last year, we were fortunate enough to do over $5,000 and as far as in toys and stuff that we were able
That's
to
awesome.
St. Joseph's and through Marjorie's Hope, we were able to send that out there. So last year we had Major Toys actually helped us out with that. So I'm going to try to reach out.
I'd love to, for sure, man. Not to cut you off, man, but in any way, shape, or form, Shellhead Toys, I know Wheezy's down too. Whatever we can be a part of to help out, to donate our time, resources, whatever it is, man. We'd love to be a part of it, and I'm all about the kids, man. I got 4 of them, so love kids to be happy, man. That's all. We want to take care of them.
Definitely, yeah.
It's all about the babies, man. But
yeah. We've been doing that for about 5 years now.
That's awesome.
At first, it was Toys for Tots, but then we met up with with Playtime for Patients. They used to be called Pops for Patients. They changed their name up, so we are the official affiliate store for Florida as far as donating to this organization.
That's great, man.
So we're hoping to get other toy vendors, under other stores, people get involved in it, and help out.
That's a great cause, man, and that's something where I'm not going to mention other people, but we're part of other groups, Johnny. That I think the 3 of us know could probably be very beneficial and very big and very involved with that kind of charity, man. And again, it's all about the babies, right? Let's take care of the kids. So Very cool, man. I'm glad to hear that. So, Shellheads, I'm not going to put up our plug for the website. We always do. You guys know what it is. Get on there at the fourth wall. We got the links. Weezy always puts them in the link below. You can click on it. Check out the merch. We're coming into that holiday season, right? We're coming into where you don't know what to get that fellow Shellhead. Maybe they want a nice Shellhead t-shirt. I'm not wearing it, but maybe they want one. We've got sneakers, bags, hoodies. I owe my boys here some merch for sure. I know for a fact Johnny's been asking for a hoodie, and I know for a fact Weezy has asked for a skull cap since I started doing this. So for sure, I owe my boys some merch, and Christmas is coming, so we're gonna make that happen. But everybody else, please, man, you got those fellow Shellheads out there. You know what they like, you know what they love, and it's a good time to get them some merch. You can get them some Grub Sport merch. I wish we had Collectors Hideout merch. We're not there quite yet, but in the off season, you got yourself some stickers and merch for the other two businesses out there. We make something happen. So, for those of you watching for the first time, this is what we like to call drinks and toys. We have a great time. We sit here, we talk about whatever it is toy related. We come up with different topics, good, bad, and different, and we try to get you guys involved if we're live. If we're not live, we just try to do something that's going to bring you back to the channel. And salute to all of you. It could be, doesn't have to be alcoholic, guys. It could be a soda in your hands. We don't care, but we like to have a good time and have a couple drinks and talk about some toys.
I mean, so if you want to put some rum in that soda or something, we wouldn't against you.
We ain't gonna say nothing because, Johnny used to say, I think the host is drunk. So I like to have a few on the cast, folks. Shellhead Tony is not a stranger to his drinks, but we love having you guys on board. And if you are a returning watcher, we love having you. Like, you guys come back, you support us. And we like that. Like, I mean, please, as much as you can, we love to get it out there. Nobody likes to come off desperate. It's just all about, we appreciate you so much. And as much as what you like of our content, if you could share that to somebody else, it just helps us and helps get the word out there to the community that we are here and we want to talk about what you want to hear about. So,
by the way, speaking of that, sorry to cut you off there, but I do want to give a shout out to Chad, who's been watching our podcast and comes out to the shows.
Is it my Chad?
Tony, you know Chad, yeah. So and over the weekend I sent you a picture, Chad, standing next to some mechs that you were missing out on. So Chad said hi, by the way.
We've got so Weezy.
So shout out to Chad. I gotta make sure when you watch this.
You gotta make sure this comes out right. So we've got Chad and Dave. Chad bought the purple Predaking.
Okay.
Do you know who I'm talking about?
I know what a purple Predaking is, yes. I don't remember who bought it. No.
Well, Chad and Dave. That's all. I don't know how else to say it, but Chad and Dave. And Dave usually buys one thing for me. He's very selective. Chad's awesome. But Chad will come in and like look at a couple things and he'll go, and then he'll wait for me to offer the deal as to what he's gonna get. He always does it. Doesn't matter what it is. He's like, Anyway, Chad, love you, man. Love that you're a regular. We appreciate you. You guys slowly but surely become less of a customer and more family, dude. And we're happy to be here and happy to you guys support us, and we're happy to get you the products you guys like. And hopefully we keep you coming back, keep you enticed with different products. So glad you got to hang out with Johnny this weekend. I didn't have the opportunity set for that show. Would have been way too much for Chris to come out. Just, it's way too far. Weezy would have been like an hour and a half to do nothing. It's a cool show.
What was your excuse? What was your excuse, man? It was literally 10 minutes away from you.
I know, man. And a couple times I've done it, I never got anywhere. Like, I didn't even like network. I talked to a couple people, but that was it. Like, these are all the same cats I see at other shows.
I mean, but that's the whole point. That's what I love about it.
It's probably a good show for me to go to and unload the rest of my shit.
For you, yes. For me, it's like I spend $36 for 2 tables just to hang out and say, hey, I'm gonna get some fries. What are you guys doing? Like,
I mean that's what Joey does. Like he literally he was telling me, yo, I never make money at these. I come here and spend money, but it's all about the experience, having fun, and hanging out with. And it's more fun because there's not as much pressure as some of the other shows where it's like, oh my god, I got to make my table. I got to make my X cost and this and that. For this, no, it's more about having fun, hanging out, At these shows, when I do the toy jams, like I always bring stuff that I'm kind of like willing to let go on the cheap and make deals on. And for folks that come in and do that, I'm like, yo, I have these, kind of these are my clearance and sellout offers that I'm doing
Yep.
on there. I'll bring in a couple really nice things as well. But for the most part, is things I'm ready to let go and unload, and people can come in, bargain hunt, because that's what you do at the toy jam. You look for some bargains there. You look for some really cool stuff. Every now and then you'll find a unicorn. I actually found one that was pretty neat. I'll show you guys here in a little bit when I show you my hauls from the toy jam. But yeah, it's more about having fun, meeting and greeting, your other toy vendors that you don't really get a chance to hang out with as much at other shows, and you get to meet new people, interesting people, and hang out and talk to them a little bit more.
Yeah, you're 100% right. It's very relaxed.
But it's like $36. You get a couple tables and you go. It sounds better than spending like $600 when you went down to Fort Lauderdale and made nothing.
Fix my collar on that one. Yeah, so I guess my problem is I priced myself out. So I not until recently I have not had enough grab and go, $5, $10 kind of toys. I've had a lot of higher end, more expensive pieces. And so it's hard when you go to something like that to bring a bunch of $50, $60, $70 pieces, because those people are paying like $3 to get in and they just want to see what you have. And they're not necessarily, for the most part, collectors to my experience there. They're just people coming in like, oh, that's cool. And they might buy it. Right. Whereas if you could prove me wrong, man, but the times that I've been there, I've never had somebody come in and be like, oh, snap, you've got this $300 Transformer. I want to take this home. I don't see that. The times that I've done it.
Now, I've told you about this before. When I do smaller shows like Toy Jam, I'm not going there to make profit. Although this last one, that was kind of a goal, just because I'm very hyper focused right now on raising money for Grub Sport.
Sure.
So I was clearing a lot of things out super cheap just to liquidate capital as fast as I can for it. All right. Now, typically, though, when I do Toy Jam, it's more of a promotion for the physical store and the online store. So the first couple years when I started doing Toy Jam, that was the hyper focus. I would hand out cards with my info on it and hand out coupons. So when you came to the store from Toy Jam and you gave me that coupon that I gave you there, you got discounted. You got hooked up at the store, which once they come into the store and they see everything that's going on in there, it's a whole nother level. They're hooked at that point. So a lot of times I'll see someone at the Toy Jam, they don't necessarily buy, but once they decide to check out the card, they'll go to the website or they'll go to the store, right? They'll come into the store and they're like, yeah, I met you at Toy Jam, blah, blah, blah. And then once they're in there, they're hooked. They start buying because they'll see other things that they weren't able to see at the Toy Jam, that may meet, kind of like their interests or, at the price point they're looking at, or even see something nicer and realize, well, okay, well, I'm willing to spend on this because I know this figure is harder to find and so forth.
So you network to get
you use those kind of shows to network and build up, like, for example, like with you definitely, start taking some flyers or cards, with your info out there, and put up the eBay store and all that stuff on there. So that way those folks you meet, they'll see you at other shows. All right. Or they'll reach out to you like, hey, I remember you had this and you told me, there's some other ones that you had in your, in your back stock, and then that you build up a clientele like that, when you use that as networking.
So I kind of look at it like with Joey's show coming up, the Hernando collector.
I'm excited about that.
Yeah, it's going to be very cool. He did great with the last one, except for there was literally no room. Like if you went, did you guys happen to go?
No, this is going to be my first time going to it.
Bro, so hats off to Joey that the traffic was insane. I mean, when I say insane, I mean, I've never seen anything like it in my life. It was people waiting to get in for at least almost 3 hours. Just waiting to get in. They're waiting in line the whole time, myself included. The only bummer was it was cash only to get in, which was a bummer because everybody's got cards. Cash is a very retro thought. So it was cash only to get in. And once you got inside, when I tell you it was like bumper to bumper, you could not move. And that sucked because you didn't want to shop, because you wanted to stop and look at something. And you were like, well, I guess I got to move because there's more people coming in. So you didn't stop to look at that. But hats off to him for the traffic. But and he's rectifying that with the next show. A lot of people said to him, dude, you got to cut down the tables in the room. Cut it down. Let the vendors have what they have so people have room to walk and look and see, and then open up a second room if that's what you need to do. I don't think he anticipated that the first time he would be that popular. But he had so many vendors. A lot of his fellow vendors from other shows came and did this show because you're talking, it was like $45 a table or something. It was nothing. Well, it's like, for $100, you're telling me I can get 2 tables, an aisle, a wall, whatever, $100? Here, take it, man. Take it all day long. I'm going to make that money back and then some. And I talked to multiple vendors at that show as I was buying, because I was buying, my kids were buying, and I'm talking to the guys we all know. We see them every show, and they've all said the same thing to me, like, this has been a great show. I've made a lot of money. Because the traffic was great. It was just this, it was a small space and too many vendors. If he'd have spaced it out a little, he'd have done that much better, and all the vendors would have done that much better because they weren't fighting to keep the patrons in front of their booth. The patrons didn't want to feel like rushed or moved. You couldn't walk around anybody. There was like this much space in the aisle. Yeah. I mean, look at me. I'm not fitting down that aisle. Are you kidding me? I got to wait for everybody to leave.
I will say this past Toy Jam, that was kind of one critique, is there were a lot more tables than usual than other shows. And because of that, the way they was spaced out, even in between you know how there's that space between each table for the event? That was narrowed. So it's very hard getting in and out of that space. And also the spaces in between where customers can walk through actually got a lot narrower. And you see customers bumping into each other this past show. And some of the other vendors were kind of like, hey, there's definitely too many tables here, because customers were kind of bumping. Yeah, especially in a small.
So we've done a show like that where it was too tight. Customers were bumping into each other. You had vendors just standing in front of their tables because there was no place else to go. It was a lot of people, but it was definitely a tight fit.
Yeah.
So, Shellheads, let's go ahead and jump into our content for tonight. I've been doing a lot of buying lately. Actually, this last week, I feel like, and last week, I mean like the last 2 days. I've been buying like a stupid person. So I've been hunting. I'm trying to re-up my inventory, right? Because I don't have any shows between now and the next year. And so I'm like, I got to get fat and happy, right? I got to load up. I got to get fat and happy, load up as best I can to be ready for the next show year. And so my Transformers, my Turtles, those are my fortes. Those are my vices, and I'm good at them. And that's what I hunt after. And so I've got some really cool pieces, a bunch of masterpieces. I won't bore you with. They're Transformers. It is what it is. They're masterpieces. You can look them up yourself. Oh, yeah. I haven't gotten any of my big boy combiners because I think I need to give those a rest for a while. I don't want them to be stale at the shows. I've had those guys on the shelves quite a few times. And all I've got left is Bruticus, and I think he's fine. I might go ahead and buy that black and purple Predaking again that Chad bought, just to put it back on the shelf, just to show it, because I've never had it on display. And it's one of those pieces that when you see it, you're like, that is sick. And I think somebody would buy it. So I might get one of those and put it out there. But I did pre-order those 2 Godflame Jetfires, which have not come in. And I did order, I've got 2 complete in-the-box Jetfires coming to me. I've got 3. I hate you so much, Johnny. I've got 3 loose Jetfires, not complete, coming to me. I've got 1 Macross Valkyrie Skull Leader Jetfire style coming to me. And I've got bids on 3 other Jetfire sets on eBay right now, because I have been an eBay fiend where I'm a goddamn Jedi of eBay right now. I've been like hitting shit when it's getting rid of to end. I'm scalping people. I'm getting the deals of the century on Jetfires.
Not scalping, fool.
I know what I said. Snipering. I'm going to be the Jetfire King. That's all I'm saying. Come the next show, I will be the Jetfire King. And I've been just going crazy buying this stuff. And I bought myself some personal pieces. I bought a Robotech Battle Pod, absolutely mint condition, unapplied sticker sheet with the instruction booklet with a mint condition box. And it's gorgeous. And I bought finally the SDF one mint condition in the box, unapplied stickers. I am so happy about those purchases. That is if that was the rest of my year, I don't care. I am so happy about those. Those aren't, I wouldn't call them typically pre-orders, right?
So I'm going to have to talk to you after the cast here about some of those items, because that Robotech with the Jetfire color scheme there, what scale is that in?
It's the Jetfire size.
Okay. Yeah, we're definitely talking.
You know the piece I'm talking about, don't you?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I did I either won it or I've got bids on the what is it called? It's not called Macross. Basically it's the Jetfire of Robotech, but it's not Skull Leader, it's not Vermilion, any of that. It had the emblems, had the Robotech emblem on the wings.
Yeah.
God, I forget what it's called. It starts with an M, not Macross, so it's like Masamiro or something. I have one of those. Either it's in my bid list.
Is that the Hasbro one that had the emblem on it? Because there are two variants of Jetfire that came out when Hasbro released it, and the variant is the one with the emblem on the wings. So is it come in the G1 box? Transformer G1 Jetfire?
Yes, everything about it is Jetfire, except it has the emblem for Macross.
Okay, so that is the variant one.
Yes.
Okay, nice. That is a nice one.
I either have
I might scoop that piece up from you as well. Sorry.
Either I ordered it or it's on my eBay listing or whatever for bids, but I'm not letting it go. I can tell you that. There was a reason I was on it. But I love Jetfire. He's my ultimate Transformer. And I got on this between him and the Predaking. I got on this binge where I'm like, I'm gonna look for G1 Jetfires because I know what I paid for mine. And when I got mine in the box and I saw what some of these other ones were going for, I'm like, I'm gonna stock up on this shit. And I just started buying Perceptor.
Complete. Yeah, complete.
That's pretty.
And it's clean. Look at this.
I had that as a kid.
Same. Which is as soon as I saw this, I did not even second guess the price. I was like, just give it to me right now. Here's the cash. I wish
I would second guess the price because it's starting to hurt me. But
I got that at a great price.
So pre-orders, right? So I did that. I know we're talking about pre-orders. And I'll let you guys talk because I feel like I'm talking way more than I should. I pre-ordered, I've got the X-Men from Hasbro. Not X-Men, I'm sorry, the Sentinel. Okay. We talked about that night.
Yep.
I ordered 2 of those from Hasbro. I did not get the Grimlock Megatron Vomit, whatever that thing's supposed to be.
The Godzilla Megatron?
I did not get that at all.
I actually did put it in, I did pre-order it. Of course, I'm going to wait on it and see how because you know what always happens is the review videos will come out way before it actually releases for everyone else.
So,
and then I'm gonna wait and see what kind of, as far as how it looks and everything kind of in hand, and then from there I'm gonna decide if I'm gonna keep it as far as that goes or just cancel it at that point.
So the resale, I think I don't know, I could be wrong. I think is gonna be very hard. It did not sell out
for resales for my personal collection.
Yeah, it didn't sell out right away, which leads me to believe it's not going to be popular because I think people saw it. They saw whatever, the Godzilla paint scheme, whatever. It's cool. It is what it is. But then you saw Grimlock. You didn't see it was Grimlock, and you're like, wait, what?
It could use some work, that paint scheme.
Yeah, and then they saw it wasn't Grimlock, and they're like, oh, it's Megatron. This is stupid.
Did you see the Optimus Prime version for that as well?
Oh God, no. Do you have it? Can you share it?
It's a green military truck and transforms into Optimus Prime. So those 2 figures have already been released in Japan. They've been out for a while. Takara released those.
So I didn't see the truck.
4 months now.
Can you share it? I didn't see it.
No, I don't have it where I can just pull it up right now. But yeah, what is it? I think Bot versus Con covered it before, and so did um I can't remember the name. But yeah, it's been out for a while. Oh, Tidarium Hanger or whatever.
I just watched his review today for the Jetfire, so I didn't see anything. I didn't see
So
anything showing
yeah,
up anywhere besides that.
he's covered that. It's been out for quite some time. So, and the really interesting thing that was kind of brought up in discussions about that figure is like, well, why didn't you just take the opportunity to create a new type of character with that instead of trying to rehash a Megatron and Optimus with these two? Because clearly, when you use the robot mode, it doesn't really fit, and the alt mode is different. You could have done a lot more with that Grimlock mold, and then when you transform it into a bot, made a whole new different character, you know, in using that Godzilla crossover, you know, sort of thing with it, and made something really interesting and made something worthwhile that folks would have been like, you know,
So,
yeah.
to your point, Johnny, I'm surprised there isn't a 2-pack for $129.99.
He died like
Where
in
you
'96.
what? What'd you say?
Tupac, he died like back in like '96, '97.
How do you mute Wheezy? So if you had Megatron, if you're gonna
That
do
could
the
be you.
look, if you're gonna do the Titans, you've got Megatron as Grimlock, Beast Wars, right? Grimlock as Godzilla, and then you've got Optimus as King Kong. There you go. You satisfied the Titans. And then you can make Wheelie that stupid little monkey in the damn
Kong.
that little Diddy Kong looking mother. It could have been Wheelie for all I
does
cared.
make sense though. You could have used like like Optimus Primal mold.
Yeah.
Right,
and it just kind of changed it up enough. Yeah. So in Beast War,
Megatron was a T-Rex and Godzilla is not a T-Rex. That would have been a problem.
well, no, you just retool the mold to make it more like a Godzilla like figure. But they have the ability to do that. And what they use though, and I get it because I'm sure they're using as much as that Grimlock mold as possible. You know, and that's why you've been seeing all those different color variants.
Yeah, we had Shattered Glass, we had Nacho Cheese Grimlock, we had original Grimlock, and now we're getting Godzilla Grimlock.
And don't forget the G2.
When you think about Godzilla, you know, the man in a giant rubber suit, the shape is very Grimlock-esque. Like, the shape of Godzilla translates that Grimlock mold pretty decently versus a T-Rex mold for the Megatron from Beast Wars. Like,
yeah,
I mean, there's not a lot of work they have to do with the Grimlock mold. It's just weird that they put Megatron's head on it.
Yeah,
and that's from somebody who doesn't give a shit about Transformers. It's fucking weird.
Chris looks like he's in witness protection right now with this video.
Damn.
Like we're not supposed to see him.
But you know what? No. Wheezy does make a very good point with that. You know, and you know, to your point as well, Tony, they could have just kind of oversized it as far as that Grimlock mold. They could have oversized it. Definitely not use Megatron's head. Just use a Grimlock head, or maybe change it a little bit. You know, to make it a whole new character, and that would have made it a lot more interesting. Also, another thing, folks were kind of like, well, you know, it's a Grimlock. It's a Grimlock repaint, and you stuck Megatron's head on it, and then the price point for it versus other Grimlocks, you know, you're kind of like, oh, this doesn't.
I didn't realize Transformers were that like swappable. You just swap heads. You might as well put Bumblebee's head on it. Why not?
Well, it would have hidden no problem behind the mold. So that was like my whole point. When they did this, and I saw the toy, I'm like, all you did was snatch Megatron's head off of the GI Joe Hiss crossover body, because that wasn't sold very well. They snatched that head off, threw it on Grimmy, and said, "Boom, let's repaint it, and we've got what do you call it? Godzilla Grimlock, Godzilla Megatron, whatever you want to call it." But I don't know, man. If I grabbed it, it would not be for me. It would be to resell. But my worry is that thing would never resell.
But the interesting part of it is like how Johnny said that it didn't sell out, right? So people often think that collectors. Okay, my bad.
Ooh. Well, I think he was referencing when I was talking about the Japanese release.
No, you're right. Yeah.
This one didn't sell out, right? So one thing that people always say about collectors is that they'll buy anything with the logo stamped on it, right? As
Sure.
Tony will buy anything turtle. I'll buy anything predator. Hence the predator, right? It's a literal piece of shit with the predator on it. I love it, right?
Yeah.
So one thing I've noticed about Transformers collectors is I have a friend who's a huge Transformers collector. Transformer collectors are very picky when it comes to their Transformers. So,
oh, good. That would make sense.
but this not selling out shows that, like, hey, the fans aren't supporting it as much as obviously Hasbro would want. The actual collecting fans, the diehard Transformer fans, don't give a shit about it because it doesn't make sense. Because they look at like, why would you put Megatron's head? That's stupid. We don't want that. We like if you're gonna do it, at least let it be Grimlock because it makes sense. They don't like their things to not make sense. Take what's there and change it for no reason. They don't seem to really appreciate that, from what I've noticed.
Yeah, I mean, exactly. I mean, they could have kept the Grimlock's head and just maybe changed it a little bit. Change the paint, or maybe add like some spikes at the top of the head and make it a new, interesting and new character, and add a whole thing about
right.
They could have done a lot of things.
Because they did that with like the Ecto 1, they made a new character, right? The turtle van.
Oh yeah, Ectotron.
They made a new
Yeah, Ectotron's fucking awesome. I love that thing.
No, I'm just saying, but they made a new character. The turtle van, they made a new character, right? So for Godzilla, they should have just made
Party
a new
Wallop.
character. Like
exactly. Even Knight Rider, they did that.
I just don't think. I think they were just like, hey, we've got an abundance of this figure, an abundance of this figure. Let's make one out of two, repaint it, and get it out there, and put another thing out, and let's see if people buy it.
Well, you know what? Actually, I think what kind of happened is because I don't know if you guys follow Valaverse's channel.
No. I don't know what it is.
So Valaverse,
really?
Valaverse, it makes Action Force, and he
the Europe or Australian or whatever GI Joe line. Am I wrong?
Yeah, the overseas line that was pretty much the European version of GI Joe.
Yeah,
Hasbro actually used to own that license as well.
That's a great story.
But anyways, Bobby Vala actually used to work for Hasbro. He worked on the Marvel team, and he worked on several. But to the point though, he was actually talking about a lot of times what Hasbro would do is they would tell him, hey, you don't have as far as a sculpting budget, so you kind of have to use parts. And I'm pretty sure when they were coming out with these concepts, they're like, you don't have money to, as far as a tool and sculpt, new things out of that. They're just, you have this, use it. And I'm pretty sure they were kind of like, all right, we don't have the budget to do anything, so we're just going to take this Megatron head and throw it the fuck on there.
Yeah, they kit bashed it.
Exactly.
Yeah, well, that's kind of what I said in our group chat. But you think it's borderline, like almost like label slapping, right? Where it's like you just took this item and you repurposed it. So you said, we got a lot of this body, we got a lot of this guy. Let's make this and just repaint him, and it's going to cost us almost nothing.
Right. That'd be like if like a certain company was like, man, we've got a lot of Leonardos and we've got a lot of Shredders. What are we going to do with these?
Shreddinardo.
2-pack.
Oh, the rapper. We were just talking about him.
By the way, I still can't believe how. I mean, I get it for some people that didn't get a chance to grab those two individual figures. I guess and you have another chance to get it, but I'm always shocked at like completists like Tony, who already has those two figures. Will just be like, "Yeah, go ahead, I'll get it."
He did.
I wasn't going to do it, but that's what I did. And it's only because Wheezy's in the store and he goes, "Do you want this?" And I'm like, "No." And then 2 minutes later, I'm like, "Fine." And he goes, "Really?"
He's like, "No, I'm like, fine. I'll put it back. No, I'll take it."
Yeah.
Like, I don't want to tell him that I saw Casey with the dirt bike the other day.
Oh, for real?
I have to look on his face right now. The betrayal.
I need that. It's weird you said that. I don't want it, but I need it.
It's online. People have already posted the link to it online. You can order it.
That doesn't matter. If you found it, I want it.
Okay. I'll have to find it again.
Now,
So
I don't get it though. Why do you want it, Tony? You already have the Casey Jones figure. Is it just because of the dirt bike?
so this was the whole other chat. I don't know why we're doing this now, but no. So here's my problem, and it is honest to God a problem. I am a completist, and so what I stop and think about is in 20 years when the line's dead, and this is terrible because I'm 40 fucking I'm gonna be 44 in March, so it's like 20 years from now I'll be 64 years old. Ugh, God rest me. In 20 years, I'm sitting here thinking, all right, I'm gonna want to look back and say, you know, I have the entire line. I have every piece they made.
I
And
appreciate
those,
the confidence.
first of all,
make it another
you both
20 years.
you both can go meow yourselves for a second.
Oh.
So whenever you watch these reviews, these guys have these stupid, ridiculous collections. They always say, "I have everything." Look, I have Darth Vader, and he dispenses toothpicks, like stupid shit like that. They always have all these.
I love that thing.
Well, so don't give me shit about having two Leos and two Shredders. I have
I don't
Leo
have
and Shredder
every single
separately.
fucking Vader though that's out there.
But I have every Shredder from the movie they've made in every pack, man. Whether it be the exclusive packs, the single packs, the double packs, the singular pack. I mean, like I have packs upon packs upon packs. It's the same
packs of the
figure.
packs.
I'm just saying. I got the same figure over and over. So when they came out with this with Leo, I'm like, okay, you guys grasped at straws so bad. You were like, remember that one scene? And you guys made fun of me. Remember that one scene where they were fighting on the rooftop? And remember when I said, I'd love to have
a trash
Shellhead exclusive. I want the garbage truck, or I want the bathtub. You know how many people I've seen online post and say, when are we going to get that bathtub scene with Raphael? Or when are we going to get that garbage truck with Casey and Shredder?
It's the 2-pack is coming where you have Raphael, you know, in the bathtub and Leo.
And Leo.
Because if you didn't have a chance to get Leo for the 2-pack with the Shredder, don't worry. You'll be able to get it with Raphael in the bathtub.
And the other 8 times he came out.
So, Tony, we know that you're almost 60, right? So, obviously, you're at that age where you see the trolls in the groups that make stupid, sarcastic comics, and you think that they're, like, legit, honest comments.
Well, I think that you're talking to me because, you know, I'm old and I see the internet, and I'm like, you're talking to me. I see you over there. Hey. I'm coming.
Nobody wants the goddamn garbage truck. And I imagine there's somebody besides you who does, but it's not a highly requested thing.
So, pre-orders. So, I've got a couple things I'm annoyed about. I'm so over the goddamn Super 7 Thundercats lair. Dude,
I got 2
it's not HasLab, man. When are we getting this shit?
December, supposedly.
December of what, 28?
Probably.
You go put it inside your Terror Dome?
Wow. Johnny hasn't been to my house yet, so he has no idea what you're talking about. Dude,
no, I've seen the Terror Dome.
You haven't been to my house, though. It's my dining room table. I'm podcasting in front of it right now.
Well, like I said, you know, I told you about how Tammy and I...
Like, he's got all the G.I. Joes set up on it, like they're watching him record a podcast. It's really strange.
Yeah, record a podcast, zip.
Well, it's like I told you, Tammy and I, we're actually ordering that dragon. We're in on it. That Mythic Legions dragon, so...
Ooh,
and we're putting that in the living room.
They haven't given out a price yet on that thing.
Oh, we're not even blinking on it.
But, like, they said that when you add the flame coming out of the mouth, right? From the end of the flame to the tip of the tail, it's like 70 inches long.
Ooh, what's the link for that?
70 inches from tip to taint, buddy.
No. What's the link? I want the link. I'll buy that shit. I don't care.
It's not released yet. They're gonna announce it sometime in January.
Is there a pre-order?
No, it's pretty much gonna be like it's gonna be like a HasLab. It's gonna be like that.
So we'll get it in 8 years. That's cool. All right.
What's pretty neat though is I don't know if you've seen on their website, they already added like a shop like a pay in installments. So they're getting ready for people that are like, well, I can't afford to pay that all at once. Don't worry, we cover pay in installments.
So I can't. I can tell you on one hand the number of things that I've had to really like think about the installment plan. I was gonna do it for the Super 7 reaction mothership from Cobra.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't. I don't think I did installments for the Cat's Lair. I don't think. I could be wrong. If you
How
want
many of those did you order?
I only got one. So after seeing now the tank and the Super 7 Turtle Wagon have both been dropped down to like $350 a piece. To the point where I'm almost like I'm ready to buy another fucking tank just to open. I want to open it and put a fucking couple of cats in it. I've got Panther, I've got Lion-O.
I haven't seen the butthole in a while, but you have cats.
You haven't seen Raven's butthole. God bless her. But no, I thought about getting a Thunder Tank to open. Because I did want to get one open, man. They look really cool. But I've got one in the box. I don't want to open mine. But I got a feeling the Cat's Lair, I paid $8 and change for the Cat's Lair. I've got a weird feeling what's going to happen is anybody who missed out, they're still not going to buy it. They're going to wait because they've seen what's happened with the tank. And so now the Cat's Lair is probably going to drop down. I bet you're going to be able to get it for $5.99, maybe $600 at some point, $650 at some point.
Yeah. All right, guys. Keep going. I'll be right back.
Yeah. But
Wheezy.
What about me? You want to know my pre-orders? That's like asking to see a man's search history.
Internet history?
Just like ask about the pre-orders, okay?
Definitely not looking at anime girls with big boobs. Go ahead.
We sell those. Don't necessarily look at them, but we
do.
sell the shit out of them.
They're cell phone holders, but they're also chicks with big knockers. So,
I mean, what else is better?
Got to plug it in.
I've got a bunch of stuff on pre-order, more stuff than I ever remember. Like once in a while, I'll go on like my account on Big Bad or Entertainment Earth, and I'll be like, "Oh shit, I've had this on pre-order a while." Like I've got the motorcycles for the biker mice. That's sitting there on pre-order. I thought they were coming out now, so maybe soon they'll be popping up. Then I've got a couple Super 7s, like Rapping Mikey, whatever that wave was. I have those on pre-order. And then the Ben Cooper Wave 4 that has like Sam and Captain Spaulding. Nice. I got those on through Big Bad also. I've got something on Entertainment Earth. I don't remember what the hell I have on there. I have like 2 things. I got a notification the other day that items are coming soon. I don't remember what the hell they were. But it's 2 things.
So I have a little bit of a funny story. Not really. It's very short. So about 2.5 years ago, Rebel Girl and I, we were sitting down one night, and I was doing my normal thing. I was ordering my turtles or whatever was coming out. And she goes, "Hey, let's go to Entertainment Earth because they're having a pop thing." And I'm like, "All right." So we go on, we start ordering pops. We pre-ordered like $780 worth of pops. There are still like 6 pops that haven't ever come out since we pre-ordered over 2 years ago today. And I keep getting notifications that your pop is coming. And I'm like, I don't remember ordering. It's been 2 years. I have no idea about that pop. It's kind of like...
That's Entertainment Earth for you, all right.
Dude, I got to believe it's kind of like HasLab where it's like, hey, like Chaz, our buddy Chaz in our toy group, he ordered like, 6 HasLabs and all of a sudden, boom, like they all showed up at his house, his tanks.
Is that what he ordered? I know you ordered something. I didn't see what it was, though.
I thought it was the his tanks. I pre-ordered the last transform from HasLab. What was it? The Transformers, Optimus and God Magnus.
Yeah,
I got that. That was a great piece. To
each their own.
I mean, I'm not going to keep it. I'm going to sell it, but I got that.
Very picky.
And then I got the Rattler whatever the Rattler, and then I have the Sky Striker. They haven't done anything Tiger Force. I wish they would.
Did you order the his tank? No,
I did
right?
not. I never got one.
All right, well, I'll sell you one.
My Ghostbuster 2 in the box should be shipping very soon.
What is it?
The HasLab, the Ghostbusters 2 in a box. It's the PKE meter and the Ghost Trap.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's coming out soon.
Yeah, they should be shipping soon. According to Hasbro, I keep getting an email almost every other day to check my address.
I'll tell you that wand is. I bought that wand. It sold at the show we just did.
Yeah, no, the wand is sick, and these are just.
That thing sold quick.
Yeah, that guy walked. He's like, "How much you want for that?" I'll take it. I was like, "Okay, cool." But yeah, that should be coming soon. And the only other things that I could think of that I have on pre-order is the Four Horsemen, the skeleton horse, and the dead girl that comes with like a bunch of skeleton animals, and then another skeleton. Oh, and there's skeleton 4-pack. I ordered that too because I'm mentally unstable.
Dude, I'm excited about that skeleton 4-pack. Trust me, I'm all in on that.
I'm fighting every day to not order this animal wave from the Four Horsemen.
I didn't even blink.
What is it?
Like, nope.
The
Got
Four
it.
Horsemen? It's a one.
No, which I'm sorry. What's the wave you're talking about?
It's the animal. It's Animal Kingdom or Animal something. So there's like a lion, a humanoid lion. Thing's massive. It looks insane.
It's a fucking
there's
badass
like 2
looking.
snakes, a hyena, and then a genie or a djinn, and then some random guy who wears a mask of a cat, which is, I'm good.
Yeah.
But the lion and the hyena, like, and the snakes, those are ones I'm like, man, I don't want to jump into this because then I'm like, if they do that, then they'll probably do another wave of these animal ones next year, and then it's like, oh crap, what am I getting into?
Yeah. Well, the last wave they announced before that, I was in on that too. That's got like the fucking bear.
Yeah, I want
Holy shit.
bear. And when it comes to the in stock sales, they usually have like an in stock sale. I'll probably jump on the bear just because I want it to fight my predator. So
that thing is badass looking. I'm excited about that.
Damn bear.
I know.
Because like the mounts I have from them, I have the Headless Horseman, comes with the horse, obviously. And then I got the moose, that big ass moose they did.
Yeah.
But I put the Santa Claus figure obscura on top of it. That's his mount. Because why not?
Nice.
Exactly, a moose. That's all I can think of that I got pre-order wise. But it's like every time I get shipping notes, I'm like, oh great, one less thing, and then I look at like there's more shit. Like what? I think I pre-order in my sleep sometimes.
You're I'm the last person to say that too.
So
I pre-order in my sleep.
that happens.
Go ahead, Johnny.
And there's those times when you miss out on a pre-order and you're like, damn it, you have to pay the second-hand market price for it, but there's times you get lucky. So a while back, I was talking with Wheezy, and we were talking about the Figure Obscura line, and he was telling me about Krampus, and I was telling him how I really regret missing out on that pre-order. Well, at the Toy Jam, I got lucky. One of our vendors, you know the brothers, right?
The brothers that aren't brothers? Wait, or is the two black guys Patrick?
Yeah.
Different brothers, yes.
The actual brothers.
Yes. Patrick and his brother. I think his brother, don't quote me, I think his brother's name is Jeff. I think it's Patrick and Jeff. I could be wrong, but
guys, if you guys are watching this, again, sorry if we did, but
first of all, we love you, man.
Exactly.
And you might be brothers, but you're brothers, man.
I mean, we see you guys at every show. You guys are always awesome.
We love you, man.
Always a pleasure hanging out and talking with you guys. I had a lot of fun this weekend. I didn't get a chance to really hang out with you guys as much as I wanted to, but always happy to see you guys. But they hooked me up.
Nice.
Oh, Those are different brothers. It's not the white guys?
No.
Okay. Those are the two we're talking about that have the same hair. One of them has a ponytail. Patrick doesn't usually carry that stuff. Patrick usually carries like
loose figures.
Loose like mecha and stuff like that.
Yeah. But they had that inbox and it was funny because usually.
Is that the black or red one?
That's the black one.
Nice.
Makes sense.
So, because right now you can order the red one at Big Bad, and it's Tony. I'm just gonna ignore that and keep on going. So yeah, they hooked it up. I was lucky with that because I missed that pre-order the first time around, and you know what happens usually when you miss the pre-order, you're paying for it.
The first one I pre-ordered. That was my first 4 Horsemen figure I've ever bought from them.
Yeah,
damn good figure.
So, well, it's funny you guys said because I was kind of forced with a conundrum today. So, somebody posted the Darth Vader. You guys know I'm an animatronic guy, right? Running out of room, but I have them. So, I'm out of room. Not running out. I'm out of room. So, they have a 7-foot Darth Vader animatronic. I don't give a shit about Darth Vader, but Corinne does. And so he's a 7-foot thing. And he goes, Darth Vader, whatever.
I'm Darth Vader.
Yeah, he is Barney from The Simpsons dressed as Darth Vader. And there's also the Krampus animatronic.
Oh.
So I'm like, do I want Krampus? Or do I want Darth? Or do I want both? But I don't have even where to put them.
I mean, but it doesn't matter. Like, you have plenty of floor space in the middle of
Have you
room.
Been to my house?
Yes.
Yes.
Everything's on the walls. You put it in the middle of the room. Like,
my whole dining room used to be a dining room. Now it's a terrordrome and a podcast area with animatronics.
I still don't know which animatronic Krampus this is.
It's like 7.5 feet tall.
From where?
I don't remember. I gotta look it up. I don't think it was Spirit or somewhere else.
Yeah, send me a link later. Find it and send it. I want to see that.
But the Darth is like $400. He's 7 feet tall.
That's where I got Entertainment Earth. Nice. Krampus.
I don't know. He's got like his wand. He's got his lightsaber. And he's like,
a wand.
He's like, something, I'm your father. And I'm like, oh, okay, cool. He doesn't say Luke, but it's something else.
Look at my wand. I'm your father.
But now
he's like, look at my wand.
It popped into my head that on Entertainment Earth, I have the Krampus NECA figures on pre-order. So that's what I have over there.
You look slow because your audio's or video stopped and it says looking for the phone.
And there's a cat.
Fun.
And it's a ginger cat. It's very fitting.
Exactly.
Why did you do that?
I don't know. Can you still see us though?
Yeah, I see you guys.
All right. So as they say, the show must go on.
Yeah, screw it, man. It looks cool. I don't care. All right, so
Wheezy's now a cat.
What?
Ginger cat.
What else? What else we got, man? These pre-orders we've been hot for.
Okay.
What you got?
So actually, So as far as pre-orders, there's definitely some things I'm excited for. I got a couple third-party figures, pre-ordered and waiting for those to come in.
Same, actually, yeah.
Yeah. So as I mentioned before, the Devastator Wars. So I'm in on some of those. So I'm excited to see how those come out.
That's my boy.
Also, rumor mills going around that Magic Square is going to be making masterpiece scale Dinobots. So,
ooh, bitch!
I'm definitely in on those pre-orders when they come out,
dude. So what about the? So talk about it. What about the Bruticus's piece we've seen?
Yeah,
the oversized Bruticus. Hey, let me get I'm gonna grab something, but talk that up, man.
So for those of you guys that missed it previously, Magic Square, typically they work in Legend scale, and they're now releasing a Masterpiece scale. They started off with Optimus Prime, and now they're moving on to Bruticus. So they have currently the 2 legs are complete, as you guys can see here. This one here is a Swindle, and then they also re-release Shockwave as the gun, the gun for Bruticus. So that's going to be pretty exciting to see how that comes out. So now it's just waiting for the 2 arms and the torso to complete.
Yeah. So you and I think both ordered.
So did you finally pre-order those?
I did.
Excellent.
Yeah. So I think you and I both pre-ordered everything except like obviously what's due to come out. But I'm excited, man, because like Magic Square, even though the scale is down, and if you order everything Magic Square, the scale makes sense. It's fine. But if you don't, and you're trying to incorporate that to your regular collection, and you don't normally collect Magic Square, it's like, well, these don't make sense. They don't make they're too small or whatever. And so I think with this new scale for the whoever's taking over the Magic Square line, or not even taking over, but making their rendition of it, you get me a 2-foot, almost 2-foot, cartoon accurate Bruticus, and honey, just give me the ring because we about to get married. I'm just saying, you stole my heart, and you the thief. I'm just saying.
Now, did you pre-order the Cyan Culture Scorpionox?
No.
Oh yeah, you should check that out. It's gonna have lights.
Oh, that makes it worth it by itself.
Yeah, and it's pretty much. If you look at it, it's pretty much the same as the Hasbro Scorpionox, as far as design and looks of it. Except for the feature of having those lights and stuff, I definitely would love to see that with the eyes lit up and everything. So I'm in on that pre-order, which would be pretty cool actually, because you have the giant Scorpionox there. Maybe you keeping that in its alt mode with the lights, and then displaying it with your giant one.
Yeah, I mean, I got that other Scorponok that's a big statue almost. I got it the last show. It was kind of cool. I'm actually, so all joking aside, I pre-ordered almost a year and a half ago from Bombashi, I think, the 4-foot Metroplex. I still have not heard anything about current production or when we can expect it. I was told it was, I think I said this during like a couple videos before, I was told it was going to be $500, which I'm totally fine with. But I've also been told that with shipping, you can expect to pay $1,500 for one.
Yeah, I'm thinking that's going to be a lot more accurate.
And I think it's the shipping.
Yeah, 4 foot tall. It's
yeah, it's fucking huge.
Yeah,
I'm thinking with shipping, it's probably right. It's probably accurate.
Yeah, which at the time when I ordered it, I was very excited because I wanted to display that in the store. So, but now I'm kind of looking, I'm like, man, where in the hell am I going to put this thing?
I just wanted it in my kitchen. But anyway. All right, guys. Wheezy, welcome back, man.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
So, Johnny, you got anything else?
Yeah, if you guys have a couple minutes, I'd love to share.
Yeah, we got time, man. I got to use the restroom. Is that cool?
Yeah.
No.
Oh, sorry. I'll go here. It's fine.
There you go. That's what
I'll be right back. I promise. Oh.
Nice.
Oh, that's cool, man. Is that from the last show?
Yeah, from Toy Jam. So, I mean, they literally have a big ass box full of these, sealed in box, going for about $20 a piece. Some of them actually less.
Okay.
So, and then I picked up this one. So this is initially, when I saw this is why I stopped at their table. So I actually had this when I was a kid. I still have this Xenomorph, actually.
Oh, yeah?
The Predator, I still have the Predator, but he's missing his head because my brother, Gus, I love you, but at the same time, I wanted to kill you that day. So when we were kids, my mom, made me share my toys with my brother. And that's how it goes with siblings.
Right, no, of course.
But God bless that kid. He was rough with toys, man. I mean, he's literally like, he murdered his GI Joes and they would have actual funerals and bury them and then leave them in the ground. It's like they're dead. They stay there.
So your brother's Sid?
Who knows, man? He was crazy violent. So he ended up actually decapitating my Predator figure.
I met him at the show the other day, I knew I didn't like him for a reason.
I thought he was cool.
So I got a story for you guys, by the way. When we were little, my dad was away for a couple months. He worked construction, so sometimes there'd be jobs. They're like 4 or 5 months, and it made no sense for us to move.
It's called prison, but yeah, good.
Tony would know. So my dad one day was kind of like, he was on the phone with us and he's telling us, hey, I'll be home next week. Your mom tells me you guys have been really good. So I'm gonna bring you guys a toy. What are you guys kind of been wanting, right? At the time, 89 Batman came out and the toys came out with it. And I was super excited about the toys, right? And I was like, I want Batman.
Damn, Johnny's old.
Exactly. So, and my dad came through, man. He came through like he got me the actual Batman. The one with the where the belt has the string,
Yes.
it hooks, right?
Yep.
And then it pulls him up the building and shit.
Yep.
So my dad got me that, and my dad got my brother the Joker. All right. So we're opening the toys, and so I don't know why, for the life of me, my brother decided to do this. He grabs the Batman, he grabs it by the belt, and then starts swinging the motherfucker like this. The string snaps off. Batman goes and hits the wall and just shatters. I had that toy for all of 5 fucking minutes.
Did you buy a new
man.
one?
Huh?
Did you get one at the show?
No.
Man, I thought this was gonna be like, 5 fucking minutes, and now look what I got. Like,
No.
No.
I keep going back and forth on it. There's sometimes where I see some, like I'll see some still sealed. I'm like, maybe I'll buy it for nostalgia and whatever. But then I'm like, nah. I might actually pick up. I don't know if you saw, who is it? Mezco. I think that has the Batmobile, Batman, Joker, and what's his name? The Joker's henchman. Fuck it. Was it Bob? Yeah.
Are you serious?
Yeah. So I think it's on Entertainment Earth.
Stand by.
Tony's buying new shit now.
Yeah,
But,
so
go ahead. You guys look it up.
I think I may buy those and kind of have that, and that it's not the exact same Batman, but it's pretty damn close as far as the look. I don't think it has the same feature with the string, but
holy crap, they have a fry. Shut up and take my money, pop.
Yeah, they announced it today.
Yeah.
But yeah, Johnny, that Predator and Alien pack you got, that pack's. I've got all of those, right? I've got them loose. I've got a few in box, but I've got all of them loose. And then NECA redid that pack also when they were doing all the Kenner figures. And they did the exact same 2-pack with the black, dark xenomorph, and then that different color shaded Predator. Such a sick set.
It is. So I was happy to pick those up. I was excited about that. Now with the NECA version, did they upgrade the articulation?
Yeah, the NECA ones. Yeah, no, they're nice. 7-inch action figures.
Nice.
Yeah.
So my wife went a little Terrifier happy. So she picked this up.
I saw that and I'm passed on it.
And then she also picked up a lunchbox.
See, I passed on it because I'm with NECA officially hinting that they're gonna do it. I just want a NECA one. But also, Mezco is doing more than 1/6 or their 112 line.
I don't see. Oh, there it is.
I have the Trick or Treat Studio one on pre-order. That's coming in.
Set of 3 or $59.
But Mezco's doing in their 112 in their 6-inch line.
Yeah,
Mezco's doing art also.
I saw that. I don't know though if I really I wasn't really feeling that one though. So I may just wait for the NECA one. Because I know that one at least will the NECA one will look amazing. So, and then we have the 1/6 scale one, which that's fucking incredible. The Trick or Treat Studio one. But then also
Tony doesn't like art, so
what?
I picked up this Prime, and
it makes sounds.
Yeah. And as you know, this one has the comic book and the DVD.
Huh.
So nice. It's the 25th anniversary, G1 re-release. And then I finally got my fucking tattoo.
Nice. Hell yeah.
Sorry, I'm in another website.
Oh, are you ordering that?
I'm ordering a lot of things.
You went to that website on the back of the Wicked action figures, the Wicked dolls.
No, I'm. All right, you know what?
So for those of you guys listening and watching, if you guys haven't heard, it was it Mattel released those, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Mattel.
You didn't
When
hear
they
about this,
released
Tony?
the figures for Wicked, right? Instead of saying Wicked, the wickedmovie.com, which was the official website to follow along with the Wicked film coming out, they put wicked.com, which if you don't know is an
Is
adult site.
porn site.
Oh,
Exactly.
giggity.
So
I was at a Kohl's the
Ah,
other day and I saw the dolls. I was like, oh, I wonder, thinking like
anyway, card. Hold on.
like a collector or somebody. They go, let me see, because if it has it, before they recall these, right? I'll buy one just to have it and whatever. And I look on the back of it, and where they had the website, they just took a Sharpie and marked it out. So Mattel must have been like, hey, we're not recalling these, just scratch out the website.
Oh wow. You know what's crazy though? If you happen to have picked up the figures that doesn't have that scratched out, years from now, that's going to be like it's going to be the obscure collector's item that people will pay stupid money for.
Nice.
I mean, yeah, but if they're not recalling it, right? So it's like they'll all be there. Some will have a black line through, but it'll still be the same thing. So it's like the collectability on it, I don't think will be anything insane. Unlike like say the NECA Django figures that were pulled off the shelves. Only certain so many got out. You know what I mean? Like they didn't pull these off the shelf. They just marked out the website. They just
You know,
damaged the box.
it's crazy though, but a lot of times it's those weird things that people will just go crazy over. And I have a feeling, like I said, like down the road, it's going to be one of those things where people are going to, go after it. They're going to want it. Because as far as any of the new ones that are being released or put out there, he's going to have the correct site. So that initial batch that had that,
Right.
and then even more so, the ones that don't have the scratch out on it are going to be the rarer ones.
Yeah, but even if you find one, if you go in the store right now, and you find one that has a Sharpie written over it, just take like a dry erase marker, write on it again, and it'll come off. But you didn't learn that from me. So my only recent get that I got, it came in the mail yesterday, I think. I got this Vincent Price figure. This is pretty cool.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I thought so. It's the only thing I've gotten recently, because at the last show we did is where I picked up that Dragon 2 set from I picked it up from this guy J5 Toys. I don't know if you ever heard of him, but I picked it up from him.
Oh,
yeah, that guy right there. Yeah, that J5 Toys. Yeah, that boom right there. That guy.
Speaking of which,
but
did you go in on the Hasbro? They had the Power Rangers, the Super 7 ones on there.
I sent those to Wheezy. He wasn't down for it.
Well, I haven't seen it yet, but he sent it to me. I haven't seen it, but I'm
down.
not on Power Rangers, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah,
I'm curious to look at them, but
honestly, since I never did get in on the Lightning collection on those, and these came in at the price point they were at, I believe they're like, what is it, $30 something each? I was like, you know what, fuck it. I went ahead and got them all.
So, but which one? I thought Tony said they were 1/6 scale.
They are
At $30.
The Zeo figures are.
No. The Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. They're 6-inch figures.
Yeah, those things are ugly. If it's the ones I'm thinking about, they are disgusting. If you're talking about the ones I mentioned to Tony when he asked me about the Power Rangers, I was like, oh, is that the ones that like in the group shot they look amazing, but then when they show like the solo picture, like you see, it looks like they're in jumpsuits. Like you see like a real cheesy like costume look to them around their legs. It's like that looks so bad. Because when I saw them, I was like, oh, is this what Playmates is doing? And then apparently not.
Playmates.
What, Playmates is making the toys now, aren't they?
Wait, I'm trying to cancel stuff. Sorry.
Now? Huh? Playmates.
Are they now? Or are they having a? They have the license.
Hasbro licensed it to Playmates to make toys.
Oh wow!
Yeah,
oh, interesting.
That happened a few months ago.
Oh snap! So, have you guys heard about the as far as the Marvel license and Star Wars license coming to an end soon?
No, I've heard rumors and people saying that they want Hasbro to lose the license and go somewhere else. That's time and all that, but I haven't heard anything of it like officially from them.
The license itself is coming to an end, so right now they're kind of Hasbro's putting in their bid for it.
I feel bad for Star Wars fans and Marvel fans if that happens, because then all their favorite toy lines are going to start over, and they're going to get a crap ton of Darth Vaders again, crap ton of Wolverines, and everything's going to start from the very beginning. Oh, I feel bad for them if that's the case.
Yeah, so it's going to be interesting to see what happens there. But because here's the thing, like if other companies are starting to put in the bid for it, so you have like was it Jack Specific, you have your other players like McFarlane Toys, Mattel, Playmates.
Oh yeah, give it to McFarlane so Yoda could be the same size as Darth Vader. Yeah, great. Let's do that.
So
ridiculous.
Yeah, but I mean, it's a possibility, Now, what would be interesting though, not so much the Star Wars, but the Marvel, if say you did have someone like McFarlane get the Marvel license.
No, because then still it would be the same complaint. Then you'll have Peter Parker be the same size as the Hulk. McFarlane doesn't care about scale, right? He just wants to make big, cool figures, which that's what he wants to make. More power to him, but he doesn't give a crap about scale, and he's said that 100 times on different interviews. Like, oh, this is just cool. Look how cool it is, how big it is. Oh, it doesn't need to be scale. Look how big. Like, okay, we get it. It's big.
Jeff?
We want our figures to be. Robin should be the same size as Batman. It's just not a thing. But in McFarlane's world, it's a thing. But I can't see Hasbro losing. I see Hasbro throwing all the money they can at it to make it happen. I'm surprised though that other companies aren't just getting the license to make alongside, right? The way that you have 5 different companies that make turtles. So why can't other companies also make these lines? Like, why can't, obviously they have to get a license, but like, why aren't Disney like, hey, yeah, Super 7 here, make Marvel figures. Oh, here, you guys can make these figures. Don't make them the same size as Legends. Make them bigger, make them smaller. Here, have fun. It's weird that nobody else is really getting in on them, but like other lines,
it could be
companies make them.
I mean, it could be initially when they first got the license, it was an exclusively through Hasbro sort of thing.
Or no, it has to be because that's the same reason like Pops, all Marvel Pops are bobbleheads because they can't be figures. They have to be bobbleheads for them to be allowed to make them.
So, I mean, with this though, it may be something where they renegotiate as far as Disney, where they're like, all right, well, you guys can continue doing this as far as the licensing. However, we're also going to have the option to reach out to other companies and do that as well.
What I would love to know is that if Disney is in their minds of, you know what, why do we have these companies making toys for us? Why don't we just make our own toys? Because you saw how well they did that speed thing, that Speeder 3000 or whatever from Star Tours. That thing is sick. It's better than any HasLab that Hasbro's done for Star Wars. and
For sure.
cheap.
And
It was
it's damn
fun.
near impossible to touch now.
Huh?
Now. It's damn near impossible to touch now.
Right. But it's like when it came out, it's popping up in Disney parks, right? But it's like it's better than anything they've done. It was a con exclusive. It wasn't a crowd fund. It has lights, sounds, all this shit to it, and it was cheaper than a HasLab. So why doesn't Disney just be like, hey, you know what? Bye bye Hasbro. We're just gonna take over Star Wars and make our own toys, and you'll
They
probably get
should.
insane quality
If they can
figures.
make the toys from Hasbro for a fraction of the price,
Okay,
holy
you don't have
shit,
to pay
man.
for the licensing; they own it, right? It's a
Yeah, but
figure
I'm
that's
telling
got
you,
a
like
big chunk.
if they can make those figures for a fraction of the price, like the crazy ass HasLabs and stuff, like be like, hey, we're gonna do making up HasLab Millennium Falcon. It's got XYZ and it only costs $250. That shit would sell tenfold, which would honestly make it hard for resellers, but at the same time, make it great for fans who want to buy and like invest, and they're gonna see the money no matter what.
The only downside is that they would also have park exclusives eventually.
Oh yeah.
Parkinson's.
Park exclusives.
Sorry,
We're talking about Michael J. Fox here, but
I was kidding. I'm sorry. I didn't know. I thought we were talking about Back to the Future. Sorry.
yeah, no, because then you have to buy a ticket to get in the park to be able to get a specific action figure. Can you imagine people coming from California or say California? It's only in Disney World, right? You can't get a Disneyland. You only get a Disney World. They fly here, spend thousands of dollars on flight, room, tickets to get in, and it's sold out. Like they can't get their goddamn action figure.
That'd be some
That's
crap.
exclusive to the park.
Because
Oh,
what's
man.
going to happen. That's the scalpers are just going to go ape shit on that.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Oh yeah, dude. I would. I'm not even a scalper. I'm a reseller. Total difference.
Well, I mean, there is actually a difference for you at least. You don't resell current odd product. You only resell old stuff that can't be gotten in retail
Yeah.
because you're a cool guy like that. And then and the shit that you can get retail that you do sell, you sell for like $10 under retail. So
Correct.
like,
I blow it out, man. I just try to help the consumer get what they need. I try to be a friend. So anyway, what else we got, man? What else? Any other pre-orders? Anything we want to talk about?
huh? I don't think so. I think I'm good.
You look like a Hershey Kiss.
What?
When you turn from the side, you look like a Hershey Kiss. You look like you have a man bun and you don't want to tell anybody about it.
I mean, maybe no, I don't. I got my haircut the other day.
All right. Shellheads, are we good?
Oh, are we the shellheads? Or
Well, you are. I don't. Yeah. Sure. Yeah. We good or what?
So, Tony, did you end up pre-ordering that the 3 figures in the Batmobile?
I just did that now. I don't want to be that guy, but after hearing about it, I just went back and I pre-ordered it.
I mean, it looks nice, and you see how it looks like that figure of that Kenner figure when it came out. It looks just like it.
It really does. So they really did capture the Kenner look, the Kenner figure, the box, the display, everything with the Batmobile and all those kind of things. Can I buy that as the originals? Absolutely, but that's just kind of cool. I like the nostalgia, so I'm all right with spending the money. I actually had gone back and done the Funko Pop. I didn't realize of the Futurama figures. I sent it to Rebel Girl, and she replied back, and she goes, "You already got those for me." And I'm like, "Oh."
Well, I just ordered them again, so
cancel. I'll just do the Batmans and we're good. But yeah, we're good. I got this.
See, I knew you were ordering it because you got real quiet, like when a kid is doing something they're not supposed.
Right, I was staring at my phone. I'm like,
I'm in the corner just being quiet while I do some bad shit. Like
everybody's like, what is he doing? Tony, what? All right,
busted.
Very cool.
Yeah.
What else, guys?
I feel like the devil's advocate here. I'm like, but it's on pre-order. It's on Entertainment Earth. Buy it. Just a little over $100. That's all.
Uh-huh.
But I mean, honestly though, it does look great. The Batmobile looks really good too. Like it totally hits that nostalgia button. So
I'll order it. It's cool. I'll think it's cool, and then I'll eventually resell it. But I'm excited to just order it and kind of see it and get to say like, hey, it's pretty cool. And do something there.
Now I'll admit I have not ordered it yet. It's been here in my cart for a couple weeks now.
Oh.
But you know, when I do finally pull the trigger and get it, here's the thing: I'm not going to resell it. That one's going to be for my collection. I'm going to resell
like,
my gold label Batmobile, the McFarlane one, and just
John's like, it's in my cart. I'm waiting for them to send me an email giving me a % coupon to make this purchase.
You know what sucks? Sometimes when I get those emails, I'm like, son of a bitch, I'm doing it.
Yeah.
Yep.
It happens.
I do that on purpose to some places. I put it in my cart and I'll let it sit there for a week. And then all of a sudden I start getting emails like, hey, come check out your car. Here, we'll give you this discount. Thank you.
Now, I'll be honest. The only reason I haven't bought it yet is because I was wanting to make sure I get my holiday stuff done as far as Christmas shopping for fam. So I wanted to make sure I got that finished before I started buying like this fucking Batmobile and shit for myself.
Don't get me wrong. I'm right there. I got kids to buy for, and I'm like, you better stop buying crap.
Hey, the Horseman, when you order from there, pre-order, they take the money right away, or is it when it ships?
Nope, they take the money right away.
How much is it?
The Wave?
No, for the Dragon.
They haven't released the price. They haven't announced
that yet.
So how do I buy it?
You have to wait till they announce the fucking pre-order.
That's going to be in January.
All right, I'm in. I'll buy one.
Well, and the good thing is for you, Tony, by January.
I'm sorry, what? Start again? Both of you?
No, one of the podcasts I was listening to earlier, the rumored price that was going around at the show was like $600.
I'm in.
I'm good.
It's $600, man. It's not $6,000. And then, like, it's your mortgage, so you're going to get her nails done for like 3 weeks. I mean, come on.
When I sit back, I think about how much I have to work to make $600. I don't know, man.
I'm not blinking at 600. That's fine.
I'm in. Give me two of them. Fuck it. I'm in.
So you guys hiring? Like,
no, man.
Here's the thing, man. I've actually spent more on a fucking Unicron than 600. So I'm in.
We know.
Is that an STD? What the?
Yeah.
Yeah, you got to get yourself checked, man. You got that Unicron.
I got the Unicron.
I'm gonna throw down some jet fires to Johnny over there to make that Unicron work.
You know what?
I got 14. I got 14 jet fires and about $7 in Unicron monies. Hey, if you guys haven't watched, the new season of Arcane is great.
I have not yet, so don't tell me about it.
It's very good. I'll tell you that.
Chance to actually get to.
And if you haven't finished Tulsa King, that shit's amazing now too.
Now, have you guys seen the Florida Man?
What is it?
Florida Man. It's on
HBO. I haven't watched
Florida. I don't need to see Florida Man.
You need to watch it. It's just ridiculous.
I have not.
I'm thinking. I don't know if you guys heard about the guy in Tampa that actually brought a gator through a drive-through.
Yeah. And he tried to rob the drive-through. That's like 8 years old.
So I'm really
gator voice.
I'm really hoping that I see that on there.
So it's so terrible. All right, I'm calling it. I'm calling it. We're done. We've had a good night. Folks, thanks for coming. God, we're so stupid. Thanks for coming out tonight. Shellhead Toys, Johnny 5, Collector's Hideout, whoever you're here to support, we all appreciate you. Thank you guys for coming out. As always, please like and subscribe. And if anything, the last thing I'm going to say is...
Nutcakes!